What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Zay back in the building, man. Um, if you know about the Travis Hunter situation with his girlfriend, that's what we getting into. So it should be interesting. Like and subscribe, turn on post notifications so you don't miss any of my videos. Let's get it. Let's go. We up.
Want to try to come up off a check off of me, and you could just fucking athlete. They're really dumb.
I'm not gonna lie, man. The dog pile on Travis Hunter and his whole fiance situation is too much, man. I'm not gonna do it. Psych! I'm about to be Clifford. She don't want no puppy. She want a big dog. Look, I think that.
Look at me when I say this, bro. Don't ever do that in your life again. Don't ever do that in your life again, bro. That is a Boss Man D-Lo song lyric. And what you just did was related to Clifford the Big Red Dog. That was cringy. Deduction of 50 points. Respectfully. Continue on with the video.
That Travis Hunter is having the time of his life right now. He just won the Heisman. He won the Blitnikoff. He had a great season. He's looking at being one of the top 5 draft picks going into this next up-and-coming NFL draft. And everybody in the world is happy for him except for one, maybe 2 people. And you'll never guess who they are. Now, a couple of days ago, a video had dropped with Travis Hunter and his fiance, which I think it's very interesting that literally nobody knows her name and they keep referencing her as just a fiance. And it explained how they first got together and her initial attraction or lack thereof for the future NFL star.
I just didn't respond to him. He wasn't my type. I left him in my DMs for like 2 months, and then finally I answered him. But I didn't want to like be nothing. I just wanted to just be friends. Like we could be friends. Then we texted for like another 2 months. I was use friend zone because I didn't like. He was like, "Am I friend zone?" I was like, "Yes." I was not into him. Then
After 2 months? And well, really, after 4 months, you asking if you friend zone? Like, I would have left her in the dust, bro. I ain't got time for that, bro. I ain't got time. 2 months go by, you just want to be friends. Like, another 2 months go by, you just want to be friends. Like, no, bro. No. No. You already said I wasn't your type.
finally, I had to go to a friend's birthday dinner, and I didn't want to go with myself, so he was like, "Oh, I'll go with you." He went with me, and then we was in love.
Yeah, we was in love ever since then. Like we hung out.
Now, there's a lot to unpack there. First and foremost, look at how giddy he is, just as green as can be. And we were in love ever since. He sounds like Goofy. A Goofy. Now, he wasn't her type and she was ignoring him, and based off the video, he was still in high school, so she was an older woman. And all those things I could probably understand, you know, not a big deal in the grand scheme of things if this was just a one-off occasion. But because this isn't a one-off occasion, it makes us very, very weary for Travis Hunter and his marriage going forward, because as he announced on the Pivot podcast, once he inks that NFL deal, he is also inking that marriage certificate.
Y'all get married in 2025?
Yep, next year.
Rookie year.
Yep.
And you gonna get married. And you gonna have some babies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, most of us probably share the same sentiments as 6-year NFL veteran Channing Crowder as he broke down that breakdown of what Travis Hunter's next year is going to look like. Rookie year, first contract in the NFL, marrying your quote-unquote high school sweetheart who wasn't your type and didn't want you and thought of you as an aftermath when she needed a date to her friend's birthday shower or baby graduation. Who gives a damn? This just all seems like it's moving way too soon. And because of me don't care who dumb it, of course she's not gonna say slow things down. Of course she's gonna say let's keep going faster. Matter of fact, let's go even faster. Make me more a part of your life than ever before. And maybe there's some underlying insecurities because she doesn't want any questions about if they are dating, if they are married, if they are engaged or not. She wants to be visible by his side 24/7. Even when he inks his new deal to be with Adidas, you guessed it, she's in the commercial just as if she's an athlete. I'm a dummy who's with my chick, and she's got me with no prenup, and we're getting married, and she knows all my contracts. It would not surprise me if she knew the extent and all the details of all his contracts. Hell, she's gonna be his future wife, right? That's why on her ring finger, she went ahead and tattooed a money sign, because that's what she's in it for. She's married to the money. I think men are very simple creatures. We saw that last week when we talked about cooking with Kaya. Men just want a woman who...
Sir, cooking with Kaya, man. Yes, sir.
who likes them first and foremost, and who can do some of the simple and traditional acts of service types of things, cooking or cleaning or whatever, provide for them to an extent. But this right here is the fault of man. I define this as male struggle love. See, struggle love is the concept of it being really a one-sided relationship from a whole bunch of different perspectives. Financially, mentally, emotionally, just all sides lead to one side providing more than the other. And it has you ignoring a bunch of red flags in a bunch of different situations. See, I think men participate in struggle love because they usually admire or fantasize some woman that they put on a pedestal and say is their dream woman. Even though they have red flags, then they do whatever they need to do to achieve said woman, get the money, get the cars, get the clothes, get the fame, or I don't know, be one of the best athletes in college football history. And then even though said red flags are present, literally seen on the biggest world stages, they seemingly ignore them. And I can't think of any bigger red flag that Travis Hunter experienced in his struggle love journey than when he had a great game, one of the most fantastic games ever, and his girlfriend didn't celebrate with him. She pouted, in fact.
So if y'all missed it, Travis Hunter from Colorado basically clinched the Heisman Trophy, which means he's about to be awarded the best player in football, had the best game of his life, basically. And after the game, his fiance was clearly upset with him, and then he went to a post-game interview and was obviously in a bad mood. And now the internet is absolutely jumping this girl. She's had to private her page, and people are so mad at her. I scrolled through the comments of the video where she was upset with him, and all of them were like, she can't handle this life. She acting like she not replaceable. I'm gonna speak to this as someone who's been closer to that life in my career and in my personal life and through friends, and just like this has been my life experience. I love my favorite athletes as much as the next person. But let me give y'all a news flash. Just because someone's a good athlete does not make them a good partner. Y'all talking about time and place, time and place. She's engaged to be married to this man and they're in college. Y'all don't know what the hell.
Yeah, y'all don't really know what's going on. I will agree on that point. Y'all don't know what's going on in their relationship. Anything could be going on. He could have did something. She could have did something. They could have had a talk before the game, and it didn't go right. So now she's feeling a certain way about whatever the situation is. So, yeah.
Hell is going on in their household? Telling this girl to calm down, saying she could be replaced. Who are you?
Now, that was Mariah Rose, daughter of Jalen Rose. So, yes, she has been around her fair share of athletes, and she can guess, like a lot of people would guess, what happened in that situation. It was probably some girls in the stands shouting his name a little too loud and a little too friendly. That's fair game. However, what a lot of people are pointing out in these situations is that that's going to continue to happen no matter what, especially as he just won the Heisman, goes to the NFL, and is looking to have one of the better careers.
It's going to get even worse when he gets to the NFL.
Out of any athlete to ever touch the NFL field if he can replicate some of the college success. Now, she's 100% right. People don't know what's going on in their home. But with that being said, if you're in such a foul mood that you can't switch gears knowing that you'll be in the limelight, then you need to go ahead and step to the side and not be on camera. You don't have to be attached to your partner at the hip 24/7. I actually think that that is a sign of a toxic relationship. But that shows a little bit of insecurity in her life, like she had when she was in the Adidas commercial, because she doesn't want any new people to step in and take her potential money pit away from her. And I know I do not know Travis Hunter, but I would tell him, just like I would tell anybody else, listen, you don't have to keep your woman around you all the time. And I do think when you sign up to be with somebody who has some sort of fame, status, celebrity, hell, even a regular person, when they're having their biggest moments in life, your job as a partner is to support them. That doesn't mean bringing down the moment at any given time. I think that that ultimately makes you a bad partner.
All right.
Now again, I'm not gonna lie. If this was a one-off situation, I wouldn't have a problem. If this was a situation where they had a conversation off the cameras, it wouldn't be a problem. But literally at the Heisman Awards ceremony, what happens just shows that she's really not there to support Travis Hunter at all. She is just there for her own selfish gain.
See, Deion Sanders shouldn't be telling you to get up. Like, you just sat there the whole time, bro, till somebody basically patted you on the back, like, yo, like, he just won an award, like, stand up. Like, you bugging, bro. Charge her to the game.
So let me get this right. You're the last one to stand up, first one to get hugged, and the first one to sit down in a celebration of your man receiving the highest achievement in his field. I don't know what else to say. This will be a problem in any other situation. But this one, all of a sudden, Deion Sanders literally had to force.
It's because he's a man, bro. We don't get respect, bro. Like that's just what it is, bro. It's because he's a man, bro. Y'all seen it with the cooking with Kaya thing. We was hyped for cooking with Kaya. We get disrespected. Women don't get disrespected for being hype about Duke Dennis, bro. Women don't get disrespected if she was the athlete, if she was the athlete and he was acting like that, oh, he would have got cooked way worse, bro. Way worse than what she getting cooked. Like they would have tore him up. Like is it? Like we don't get respect. Like that's just what it
Forced her to
is.
stand up as he was coming over to get a hug. Now, which one is it? Is it respect the elders? I wish we would have had a blueprint. I wish people talked to us beforehand. Or, oh, these people don't know what they're talking about. People aren't really like that. You know, everybody's situation is individualistic. Everybody needs to just leave these people the hell alone. And I really fear for the kid because ultimately he doesn't have a singular woman from what we've seen really support him in the public eye.
I love the person that he is, but I'm also grateful that because what they said was my biggest mistake turned out to be the biggest blessing. That just goes to show you, you can make mistakes, but that does not define.
Wait a minute now. What? You called your child? Is that his mom? Bro, if that's his mom, that's crazy. His mom called him a mistake, bro. Oh, that's crazy. To say on national television. After your son just wins like the best award a college athlete can win.
Who you are.
I can see the comment section now, all the people dissecting, ooh, this is what she really meant and this, that, and the third. Problem is, people have the option to do things and to not do things, especially when they know that the camera is on them. A lot of these people need to take note from the people that happened before them. You don't see Savannah James up until recently get on microphones and podcasts talking about LeBron James. You don't see Gloria James doing all these different things like that. And I know somebody's going to talk about Gloria James and Delonte West. That is ultimately a rumor. She is not willingly going on platforms to talk about and discuss these things because that's embarrassing. It's unnecessary and it's shameful to the man in question. Now, what I find very interesting in this discourse is the fact that there's clearly a side of people who want Travis Hunter to succeed and can see that ultimately this woman isn't good for him. And y'all know I hate to divide by genders, and I like to look at situations as unique in their own, and people should look at them individually. But don't you find it funny? Don't you find it a coincidence that earlier this year, when Simone Biles and her...
Hold on, yo. They probably don't sell nowadays anymore. They probably don't sell it. You probably get them on Amazon or something. Back to the video.
Her husband were going through something similar where her husband was seemingly embarrassing her, talking down on her or downplaying her accolades in real time on camera. There was a subsection of people who decided that he was a deadbeat, he was no good, he was using Simone Biles' name, he's irrelevant and he's nobody and we should talk down on him and she should divorce him. She should divorce him. But on the flip side of that, they give a lot of grace to Travis Hunter's girlfriend that has no accolades, no success, no name for herself at all. I find that to be funny. Look, ain't nobody telling Travis Hunter
Telling y'all, we don't get no respect. We don't get no respect.
what to do with his life, but people are just giving him warnings.
Me personally, I would get far away from her. I don't like attitude from here. Just my personal opinion. And I know Travis is the homie, so I don't want to speak on your girl, but I'm just talking about if I didn't know you and from the things that I see on the television and the blogs and so on and so forth, yo, take it from Coach Prime. Coach Prime walked his kids up and say, hey, it's one of these shits when he seen his baby mom. Sometimes it be like that, man.
Yeah, she doesn't give off the energy like she really love him. You know, and that's really alarming. And it's crazy that plays offense and defense. He should be able to see that.
Now, I believe what you do in your relationship is your
Yeah, this man Bass is crazy, bro. He plays offense and defense. He should be able to say that. I mean, see that. That's crazy to say, bro.
relationship. But don't say that people didn't warn you when outcomes end up becoming true. Now, a lot of people are going to have a lot of apologies if they end up being successful, happy, married for a long time. You know, there's really no turmoil or trouble. But when people give advice, some people just listen. But Travis Hunter in these situations, he gives responses, and his responses are not good at all.
We've been together for a long, long time. She's like my closest to everything she is. She helped me with everything. It's kind of hard sometimes, but she's always there. She's a girl. It's a lot of stuff that can be happening in the stands. People don't understand that. She might look irritated towards me, but at the same time, there's a lot of stuff she deal with during the game. There's a lot of stuff people don't see off the camera, so I really don't care what they think or what they say about us.
He never addressed anything directly, just said that she's a girl and things happen. The internet doesn't know what they're talking about.
Okay, I'm going to be addressing all this stuff because I'm tired emotionally and mentally of seeing people try to make me out to be a person that I am not. I'm going to start from the very beginning with this my type thing. These are previously things I didn't want online, but I'm going to tell y'all the full story just so y'all know.
Boy,
you didn't want it online, but you recorded a video with your mans and said it anyway. Nobody hog-tied you and told you to say what you said online. Like, I didn't want it online, but like, what, bro? Like,
oh boy, is this gonna be a good one. So my team is in the process of editing the Travis Hunter magnum opus where I really get into the whole Travis situation. And this video drops and I have to do an addendum. Addendum? I have to add this portion to the video. Not only did Travis Hunter give this crazy situation or explanation as to what's going on with his girlfriend, claiming that she was drunk and she had drunk herself into some sort of sleep because she's crying so hard. But then we get the special pleasure of the girlfriend coming out and spilling all the tea. She finally speaks. And boy, oh boy, did she not need to speak.
When I said he wasn't my type, I did not mean attractiveness. I don't have a physical type. No two men that I previously dated looked.
bro, if a girl tells you she don't have a physical type, she is lying. You have to be attracted to something. If I look at this girl, something about me attracts her, whether it's her face, whether it's her body, whether it's her nails, her eyes, her lips, something, bro. I don't want to hear you not physically attracted to something. You attracted to something. You look with your eyes first. Your eyes tell you what you attracted to. Come on now. You look at it, you like it. You look at it or you don't like it. Like what are we talking about? Like, you're not gonna eat food that you don't like unless you try it and you don't like it. You don't got no physical attraction. Get the fuck, man.
My first one was a white cowboy. Second one was a Mexican soccer player. Then I dated a black man who was a SoundCloud rapper. And then Travis.
So you claim you don't have a type, but you've dated all of these men that line up with the potential of having some sort of big success. You may not have a type for the men that you go for, but you fit in a certain type. The gold digger archetype. And it honestly doesn't help that a lot of information has come out recently that you've worked at Club Cheetah in Atlanta as a stripper, verified by the club owner. And we're getting new information on a day-to-day basis that you did delete your OnlyFans. I don't know, the math just seems to be mathing. So then when we go on and we find out that the only reason that you got with Travis is because he had a great personality and he cheated on his girlfriend. He cheated on his girlfriend with you, right?
So when I said he wasn't my type, I meant because he was younger than me. I had never dated no one younger than me, and he had cheated on his girlfriend. I don't know if your type is cheaters, but mine isn't.
So now we realize you threw out all your morals and all your values.
So he wasn't your type, cheated on his girlfriend with you, and he married you, and your type is not cheaters, but you still with him. So it's making sense. It's making sense. So you do have a type. You just don't have a physical type. You look for a financial type. Okay, I see.
Because you're not a home wrecker, but you still help this man with cheating only because it was gonna benefit you. Okay.
If you watch the video, you can see me like, but his mom didn't get up.
Here we go with the crying. Here we go. There we go with the fake tears.
So I was like, oh, maybe I don't get up. Maybe
Here
I
we
just
go.
sit here with her. So I sat there, and then y'all said Coach Prime had to tell me to get up. No, he didn't. He said, go get him. Go get your man. And once Travis...
What is that? Is that not the same thing? Is that not the same thing? You was the last one to stand up. Go get somebody and get him is the same damn thing. Oh, I ain't trying to hear that shit, man.
But he didn't have to do that because I was going to do that anyway.
Man, there's so much BS in that statement right there. So you decided not to get up because his elderly mother decided not to get up as well. Now, I think there's problems with both of y'all, as we'll see in the video. But ultimately, you made a decision not to look like you were visibly impressed or congratulatory or celebratory in that situation. Mind you, the room is standing at that point. So if you have the ability to hop up and applaud him, then I think that that's important. And then you're talking about, oh, well, you didn't get into this shot because of Coach Prime, and you know how the online perception is. But I'm gonna be honest with you, you didn't give a damn about the online perception any other time. Why am I supposed to believe that this time is any sort of different?
And then the hugging thing. Travis came and hugged me because he just went down the line. I was first in line, then his mom, then Coach Prime. He came straight to me first. I didn't tell him to do that. I didn't have to tell him to do anything. He's a grown man. He can do what he wants. But yeah, everyone is making this crazy narratives in their head, so I just wanted to clear it up.
Look, anytime I'm caught red-handed, I have a bunch of excuses, but the proof is in the pudding, and we're watching it in real time. No matter what you say, if you really feel this way or you were so conscious and aware, you will remove yourself from a lot of these situations. I believe you should have been at the Heisman ceremony. That's perfectly fine. I believe if the family wasn't getting on the field at the time of the game to celebrate, you probably shouldn't have been on the field either. And if they weren't going to be up there celebrating and you needed to pause and be back and not show this nasty display and image on television, you probably shouldn't have. That doesn't address the situations about the OnlyFans. She didn't, verify or deny if she was that club cheater or not. Ultimately, at the end of the day, she still wrecked the home because she was cheating with him. But that's not what I meant to say. You are still the person that we believe. Somebody who believes the situation is about them, makes the situation about them, doesn't have the awareness to be like a Savannah James in LeBron's early career, Aisha Curry and Steph Curry's early career. I'm just trying to think of all the athletes who have their fiance, girlfriend, wife be more silent partners than more visible partners. Because I think that that's your problem here. But only time will tell. I saw too, they said the best teacher for Travis Hunter right now is experience rather than any mentor or whoever that can make a YouTube video or get a viral clip. So with that being said, Travis, you're gonna have to learn these hard lessons by yourself. My brother in Christ. I think when you watch these movies, it just becomes tiring and you hope to have a different outcome every single time. But man, oh man, when a train is about to wreck into another train, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna hit that train. But I look back to situations like PJ Washington, who people told to run away from Brittany Renner because she was only in it for the money.
PJ Washington. When this 6'7" forward made it to the big time, he also made the major mistake of having a child with social media sensation Brittany Renner. Not only did Renner begin airing the couple's dirty laundry when things started going south, she also went after PJ's wallet. Thanks to legal proceedings initiated by Renner, Washington now has to dish out $200K every month for the next 18 years. This may have been a fling for young PJ Washington, but it seems that for Brittany, it was one certain way to make bank.
That is crazy, bro. I knew you had to give out racks, but damn. 200K for the next 18 years, she's set. No, her and the kid is set, bro. Like,
Now, mind you, Brittany was 26 years old and PJ Washington was 18 years old when she posted on her Instagram how she was at the University of Kentucky watching the basketball players. She's also given the blueprint on how to take advantage of these young athletes because they're dumb. PJ, when people gave you that information, what did you do? You didn't learn anything from it. Now, Brittany Renner combated all of that
Nah, he probably try to listen, bro. You know how, I mean, if you get women, you know how it is. Like, you know how they be. And she bad. So, I mean, like, you can't stop her in the moment. But he could have stopped her in the moment. He chose not to, man. Like, he probably tried to listen to everybody, you know, focus on basketball. Don't worry about the women. Like, when you see something and they pull up on you, that Ferrari pull up on you outside, and you riding in a Honda, I'm in the Ferrari, bro. I'm hopping in the Ferrari, gang.
And said that the 200K was not real and gave a lot of pushback to all the rumors that were out there about her.
I've just accepted that my light is so bright that it causes all of the roaches to scatter in places they thought they could hide. It's just me being me. It just causes such an uproar. Like, loving yourself is such a rebellious act these days, you know? But I'm here to tell you, I am so not sorry.
But if that's how you're going to give pushback to backlash, it seems like your play worked 100%. But kudos to you and kudos to any of these other young ladies who get in front of these young, dumb athletes or successful people who, even though they have guidance in their lives, because I know people are going to talk about this is real fatherless behavior, but he has prime, he has access to all these NFL players, all these NBA players. He is a young, successful, and famous man who has all this stuff in front of him to tell him not to do this, but he still decides to do this. It seems like the light isn't on in the inside of the house, and we need to stop blaming these fathers and these other people and look at these young men for the actions that they're making on their own. Because mind you, even after Brittany Renner put out her answer in response that was like that basically said she doesn't give a damn, PJ Washington still jumped on the next IG model right afterwards.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, when a Ferrari pull up on you, you don't want to go back to the Honda, bro. You gonna keep going to a Ferrari, bro. Once you hit a certain status, bro, the money just don't hit your bank account the same. Like the little $1,000 that you used to get don't compare to the $10,000 you used to get. The 10 don't compare to the 20. The 20 don't compare to the 50. The 50 don't compare to the 100K racks in your bank account. You don't spend that money the same, bro. You spend it effortlessly. When you're at the top, when you're at the bottom, you value it more. So, you know, he had it once, he gonna go for it again, bro. Like, that's, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like,
and had a baby with her.
I swear people don't be learning their lessons. After this man PJ Washington signed to an 18-year max deal, he gonna go back and do the exact same thing again? The Hornets veterans need to get together and jump him or something like that, because he's not getting it.
Now, the reason why I say you can't keep saying this is fatherless behavior, you can't keep looking at the mentors, is because now, in real time, the mentors are putting out on wax what they are saying to these young men and the message that they're putting out to these young men. Deion Sanders literally had Brady Renner come into the Jackson State University locker room and give out the game as to what to avoid when they get to the next levels or when they seek success and fame.
They going on Instagram and they see you. And what happens? They try to get off in them DMs.
I feel like my DMs, it's like a Nike store. There's nothing but checks. When you reach a certain status, you can have the pick of the litter. You're in my DM because I'm Brittany Renner. If you play a sport, well, that's an incentive to talk to you. Everybody wants something.
Thank you.
Even if we both have our own thing going on, me still being with you is a good look because you boost my stock.
And I know people gave Deion a lot of backlash for that situation, but to be honest with you, it was needed for a situation.
Yeah, but she spoke facts in that podcast. I remember, not the podcast, but in that little speech, she was speaking facts. Like, she really trying to help y'all, bro. Like, there's shorties out here to this day right now still doing what she do. Like, and it's sad that they do that, but some of these females are just cooked, bro. Mentally, they are cooked. And they're going to do whatever they can to get into your pocket, so.
situation like this, but on the opposite end of the spectrum, we see a situation where his two sons aren't seen posted up with any and everybody. We don't see any women. We don't see any HO3s, 304s, whatever you want to classify and clarify them as. I think Shador dated Storm Reed for a short bit of time when they first started school or whatever the case may be, but it was Storm Reed. At least somebody who has something going for them, is in college, is in movies, is on television, and has a good head on her shoulders, or let me not even speak to the girl's shoulders, but a career about herself. He's not laying down with any and every IG baddie that pops into his DMs. The thing that I hate the most about these situations is Travis Hunter and his girlfriend, fiance, whatever you want to call her, are gonna get married, have babies, and I don't want to speak this on them, but this is the road that I think they're going down. They'll get divorced, and then they'll be hit with some unforeseen and ungodly amount of child support, and he'll be used as the next catalyst for the next divorce, baby mama, child support conversation. When he gets hit with that price tag, regular average Joe Blows are gonna be using him as the talking point and the poster child to say, hey, this is why I don't get married. This is why I'm avoiding divorce. This is why I'm not fooling with women. Furthering the gender divide that men and women do have now in 2024 and beyond. My dating philosophy that I share with my younger cousins and everybody around me is date people that are as close to you and your upbringing and circumstances as possible. Based off of what I know, Travis Hunter has his mom. He is a hard-working individual who has taken the time out to brand and promote himself outside of the game of football, but even on the field, he works extremely hard, and I know that because it shows. Now, based off of this young lady, I don't see any of that. What I see is a woman who is in it for the money, as the numerous times where she's made a situation that could have been about Travis Hunter and his accomplishments on the field and off the field, about herself, and hell, she even got a money sign tattooed on her finger to let you know what she's married to and what she's all about. Look, the writing is on the wall. If you can't read, then so be it, but let this be a lesson for any and everybody else. Stop at the red light, look at the red flag, read the big warning signs, and stop being stupid.
Big facts. Big facts, man. Big facts, bro. Like, well said. Like and subscribe. That's the end of the video. I'm out.
Energy.